It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Charlotte Hornets. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Lonza Ball. Wall out there with Paul, then it's Ball, and it's Fall in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Hornets, we've got Wall out there with Ball, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Now here's Paul. He kicks the ball. 4 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And it's Paul missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
Here's Wall. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, I love how crafty Wall can be in the paint. Sees an opening and then exploits that opening to get his shot.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
A nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Pass the ball. Lets it fly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Clark, do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
Now here's Paul. Pass the ball. Charlotte moving it around. To the paint. Wall banked in off the glass. Wall's got his second basket.
You know, one of the things that really impresses me about Ball is how good he is at setting up his man so he can make the pass that he wants to.
Here's Fall. His last outing, he had 18 points. The pass to Ball. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's off from three-point range. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
Start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So with Paul on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. We've got Paul. LaMelo Ball is out there with Fall. Then there's Lonza Ball. And it's Wall in at the shooting guard. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
Back to Paul. No good from outside. Charlotte trailing. Pass to Wall. Here is Paul. Ball surveying the defense. Shoots over Ball. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And here are the Hornets now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hand.
Back to Paul. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Paul's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Back to Wall. From the wing. Buries the jump shot. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. That defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Ball out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Ball. Then there's Lonza Ball. And it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ball, the pass to Paul. And he comes up with the deuce. Paul's got his first 2 points.
You know, Paul's really gotten better at the catch-and-shoot jump shot. It looks a lot easier for him now than it did earlier in his career. Smooth rhythm and smooth release, too.
Paul, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that was another look at the fantastic mobile one drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Paul can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 4. Wall passes the ball. Kicks it out to Paul. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. 5 on the clock. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Paul's got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte.
Paul is a more than capable three-point shooter now. He does not need much separation either to get off his shot.
Wall passes to Fall. Now Ball. Shoots over Ball. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. The Hornets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
There's the dish to Ball. Wall up top, over Wall. Off on that one. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Charlotte up by 7. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. 4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Paul on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. We've got Lonza Ball. Paul out there with Wall. Then it's Ball, and it's Fall in at the center.
You know, sometimes you see the edge to Wall's game come out in these situations. Tight defense inside, contact, and he just is determined not to be denied.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Ball. Plays it up and banks it in.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
From deep, Wall. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball against Paul. Left side, Ball. Kicks it out to Paul. And it goes down 2 points. And now it's a 9-point Hornets lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
Boy, this has been all him today. His game. He shouldered the offense and continued to lead the charge for his team. He's scoring in bunches and showing no signs of easing up.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Fall's checked in for Fall. Ball comes in for Ball. John Wall's checked in for Ball. And Chris Paul's subbed in for John Wall. Wall against Wall. Here's Fall, and it's denied.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
It drops, and now they trail by just 4.
Mr. Clutch coming through. Chris Paul in a situation where there are must-have points. He cashes in.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're ahead by 4. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And you just have to avoid silly fouls here, guys. Defend with caution. Maybe get ready to make some free throws. If they can do that, they'll be looking really good here. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man. I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Right side, Ball. Ball for 3. It's money from deep.
This is when some players pull in and tighten up a bit, but if you're talking about CP3, this is when it becomes fun for him.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're up by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Personal foul and the third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And it's CP stepping up to the line, looking unflappable. Not much gets to the veteran point guard.
From deep 3-point range, he can't get that one. And so it's Charlotte with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said.